This is a good time to say, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Fudge, 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 fudge. Can you imagine going to jail looking like that? Fudge. Karma is a wonderful thing, right? So this is Mr. Rappy Doodle. General awareness. Seems he did indeed fuck around. And he did indeed find fucking out. Now, since I guess Chillbilly went to jail with him, I can only assume this comes from them fucking with Miss Daisy. And that's why I'm over here just happy as shit. If this is indeed because of Miss Daisy, she is my hero. She is the fuck around and find out 2023 queen. And I hope everybody follows suit. He is so pretty, Night Stalker. I'm not even kidding. He absolutely is pretty. Now, I'm going to talk about that. But, I've told you a story about the pretty boy. But absolutely, John. And thinking that they're untouchable. This shit of you people thinking you're untouchable. This shit of everybody thinking, oh, if you go to the cops, they're just going to tell you to log off the internet. I do believe that is a fallacy. Yes, Chillbilly did. They got arrested for stalking Miss Daisy. Amen. Now they're trying to blame this shit on Smoky Mountain Mama. But no, it had nothing to do with her. Hey, Sugar Pie, Aussie, John, J-Law, Kentucky, Buttercup Baby. Hey, Trixie. This had nothing to do with Smoky Mountain Mama. This had everything to do with thinking that the trolls are just untouchable. You can't do nothing. We can do what you want. Oh, nah, you can't. Well, good for them. You know what the other funny part about this? Do you see that height right there? Chillbilly is Miss Daisy's sister, Jinky's boyfriend. Chillbilly, Jinkies, and Miss Daisy. Let me get this right. Chillbilly, Jinkies, and Rap have been terrorizing Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy from Crime Crazy Critters on the Farm. They were doing shit like having an Amazon wish list for a satanic Bible, sending her a satanic Bible, allegedly, knowing she's a really devout Christian woman, showing up at her house, driving by, putting shit in her mailbox, terrorizing her online. And why this is different than Bullhorn Betty? Because they weren't doing it to shut Miss Daisy up. They're doing it to fucking terrorize her, to troll her. They think it's funny. Jinky sat over there giggling and laughing night after night, So yeah. Fuck around and indeed find out. But you see that height there? Now, I ain't gonna say shit about height because my son is a short guy, just like his daddy is a short guy. Badass too. I wouldn't mess with either one of them. But boy, how much shit does his mama Nicolina talk on short guys? Oh, he does look so mad. And is that eyeball thing? Is that what's going on there? And in case y'all didn't know, they was at a festival of some kind of fair. I don't know, street festival. And they did face paintings. Now, this is all courtesy of Ernest Shell, the picture and all. They did some kind of face paintings. And this was, I guess you could have went to jail with something worse. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at this for a long time. I'm gonna laugh at this for a long time. Now, Ernie Shell, I wouldn't be over there gloating too much, honey, because your day's coming. But nice stalker. At least the little guy got to get his face painted. I know. So, now, according to Ernie, this town, this county, they have like a Crime Stoppers page or something. I don't know. And they've Ernie, I hope you're not lying about this. If you're lying about this, I want to kick your ass. But every year they vote about the craziest mugshot winner. 616 says, get it right. If you're going to speak on it, it was a face painting for Summer Wells. Oh, well, excuse me. That makes all the difference. Yeah, in front of Chillbilly's daughter, right? 616 love coming in here. Okay, ma'am, you set me straight. Get it right. If you're gonna speak on it, it was a face painting for Summer Wells, where they were passing out flyers for her. Gotcha, honey. Corrected. I stand corrected. Now, can I continue to laugh? Oh, heavens. You know, the karma bus, the karma train, the karma truck, whatever that karma thing is, has just been geared up and running like a mofo for the last week. On Queen Bee's panel, I took a chance. I said I was never going over there again. I knew this deck would be stacked against me, but I knew I had truth on my side. And I finally, every time I would argue this, I wasn't arguing it correct. But it just came to me. What the hell did I say? What did I say? Instead of sitting there arguing, saying, I didn't talk about your brother. I had to change my thought process to tell me what I said. Tell me what I'm said. And when they couldn't tell me what I said, I was like, you know what? I'm taking a chance going into the devil's den, or the lion's den. And Queen Bee and I are cool. I think she, not going to say it was completely fair, but I got I got my word out. I am a damn devil. I'm a devil. This punk was terrorizing an elderly Christian woman, and I'm the devil. Okay. Mean girl down. Absolutely. Kentucky said 4 hours of not one bad word. Absolutely. Right. So, victory there. I finally got my point across. It might have taken me 6 months, but yeah, 4 hours. And then Trader says, I'm not going to speak on it. This is the last I'm going to speak on it. Well, shit, she was speaking on it just yesterday or today. Can't remember which one, all blends in. And then Purple just happened to be over at AB's the other day and said, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. And AB said, hey, come up on panel. And Purple was on panel and proved Valoma a liar. Another victory. That's the karma train. That's the karma train. So, and then this. But yeah, Rap, I don't know why you don't go into modeling or some shit. I don't know, instead of being a troll on the internet, because you are pretty. I mean, yeah, you're pretty. A purple eyeshadow does wonders. Hey, Purple. Oh, yeah. Ernie said he was crying because he couldn't wash his face. Now, that comes to Ernie's shell, so you got to take all that with a grain of salt. But Kentucky's talking about, what the hell's her name? Traders. Couldn't even think of it. Toot toot. You're right. That was a butterfly. Oh, did he get one eye washed off? I that wasn't just a one time. Best troll ever. Yeah, greatest troll ever. Now, when this was first coming down, I thought it was full of shit. I thought Nicolina's over there trolling, because her latest bullshit is, so Connie went to the judge about me, and yes, I have a warrant. Bitch, you ain't got a warrant. I didn't go to no judge about you. I don't have no standing to go to a judge about you. But you know what? Many people do. Many people do. And I hope like hell you all follow Miss Daisy's lead. You know what? If you don't go, at least go and try. At least go and try. Now she is going to collab with Bullhorn Betty. She was going to go tattle to Bullhorn Betty. They do. She was going to go tattle the Bullhorn Betty on me. Connie's being mean to me on the internet. Do you have any advice? She's going to hire a PI to find me so she can serve me. I'm sure that's just a troll too, aka a lie. Everything she says is a troll or a lie. But yeah. I was sitting here, wasn't going to go live. I was fishing up dinner. And then Ernie, just came on for a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, I can't pass up this opportunity. His charges are stalking. And I don't know if that's a felony. I think it kind of might sound like a felony. You've been warned, Constance, or was it put on notice? Yes, I think that's put on notice. Mm-hmm. Hey, Nina. Hey, Stacey May. Thank you. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, I do think it's a felony, and he's already got charges in Tennessee. Yeah, was it? Yeah, Smoky Mountain Mom was in Tennessee, so he's gonna have these charges. Stalking, and what's his other one? Smoky Mountain Mama. Weirdo charges too. So yeah, Nicolina, Peachy, all y'all over there, keep it up. Hey, Alabama girl, thank you for trying to come up on Queen Bee's panel the other day. That's fine. I probably won't be here very long. I say that and I'm in here 6 hours. No, he was stalking Miss Daisy. All that shit they thought was fun to troll, putting shit in her mailbox. That's a federal offense, 100 bond for each, according to 666. Well, good. Oh, I'm sure they'll get him out. Yeah. Mama's little baby didn't do nothing wrong. She said, oh, this was a setup. Smoky Mountain Mama set him up. Didn't have a fucking thing to do with Smoky Mountain Mama. This was all his dumbass troll of Miss Daisy. Fuck around and find out indeed. You are not untouchable. You can't do that shit. And everybody, that feels strongly about the shit they're doing, contact your police department. The worst they can tell you is we can't help you. Stacey said, did you see that clip I sent you of Vanessa talking shit about my deceased husband? I sent it to your messenger. I can't get into my messenger, Stacey Main. Until my phone gets back from repair, I'm locked out of Messenger, because the only thing that I do not like about a Chromebook, the only thing I've found so far, I don't know why, but if you forget your Chrome password, it'll say revert back to, it'll say you need to set a new password. And then it'll say, just get your settings, type in your old password. Well, you dumb shit. I just told you I didn't know my old password. If I knew my old password, I wouldn't be typing in a new password. Oh, well, if you don't know your new password, we're just going to revert your settings back to original. Okay, whatever. Do that. Get in there. Locked out of Facebook, locked out of Discord, locked out of 3 of my emails. But I don't know why I'm not locked out of 2 of my emails. Locked out of my DoorDash. Locked out of, trying to think of what else. Oh, and it'll say, here, reset your password. You got 2 two-part authentication. Would you like to touch your device or to receive a text message? Neither. I don't have my phone. I can't touch it and I can't get a text. Oh, well, then you're going to have to, Facebook says you're going to have to send in a picture ID. But my phone should be repaired. It says in transit, and then it's still my old number, so I'm hopefully to get it this week. And since it's my same number that I could get in, then I can touch my device or get an email. But until then, I blocked out of everything. Nick threatened to go after Ernie. Oh well, good luck with that. He's already got warrants. Hey Yanni. Hey Jenna. J-Law, did I say hi to you? Because Ernie's laughing probably. You know, jump right on that crazy train, Nicolina. Go after Ernie. Get yourself some charges. Yeah. Everybody just say, "Oh, my state, won't do nothing about it." If y'all are out here to tell me that Tennessee is more advanced, I'm sorry, I don't want to put down Tennessee people. But if you're telling me that Tennessee laws are more advanced, you might be right. I don't know. But I'm telling you, if Miss Daisy can do it, might try it. I know living in other states. Now, Nicolina says she's going to hire a PI. Oh, my dogs are working because my non-existent husband. I mean, it's just so. Just a minute. Let me pause until they get over their fit. Oh, I thought they were over. Just a minute. Okay. Every time he comes home, it's like he's been off to war for 8 months. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. They're cutting corn, so he's getting home late. But I just emailed it to you, and this is trying to make you look terrible. Then she says, "Yeah, Stacey, I seen it. I seen it when she said, oh, I bet your husband didn't love you.' Yeah, it's okay for them, I do have a whole playlist. Just a minute. Let me get the dog. Me too. Okay, I do have a playlist that says deceased relative troll. That's where all the mean girls talking shit on deceased relatives, Mary, Stacy, Jimbo, Rap. Oh, she went off on a clip. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'll look. Yep. And then I don't know if you see it on Mama T's the other day where I played hey Tammy. Did you see who this is, Tammy? They need to recap. Hey Charlene. How could they get out on a weekend? They might have like a set bond. Like you might, just there might be like a set bond for stalking, and you might not need to see the judge. I don't know. Jill says Piggly can't fix this rep. The judicial system is above her rank. Absolutely. Yes, Tabby, he is in jail for stalking. Stalking Miss Daisy. Him and Chillbilly went to jail today for stalking Miss Daisy. Let me go. I'll check my email. It'll probably kick me off if I try it now. I know, Tammy. I was laughing. Ernie found out. Ernie broke the news. Of course, Ernie had to church it up and say that he karate chopped him in the face and all that. But yeah, also, Jenna, Easy said get with him, and he will also help you with getting your channel back. But right here, while we're here, I'm going to just go over this. This is, give us something to talk about besides little rappy dude. Now, this came about when Dolly Vision, he was slick, false strike at everybody. And Heels in the Air and Burnt Toast. I don't know how they found Rob, but they found Rob Reed Esquire. He's an attorney. Let me share my screen. Okay. They got bones now. They're going to be noisy. Oh. Let me see. Is that my background? Edith, stop. Daddy's home and they got bones, and now they're going to make noise. Okay. Share screen. Okay, make it bigger. Now, Rob, we'll just touch over one of his little videos that he made. Okay. This is Rob Reed. Here's his link. He started because he's a religious man, and there was a troll group holding a religious group hostage by, the false strikes and things. And he said, hey man, that's not right. So, and they were trying to get information, just like Dolly Vision was striking them to get, their information. So here's some of the video we'll play. Let me see which one's the smaller one. Here it is. Yeah, it's just a few minutes long. Anyway, he calls them bad actors. They just want to strike you to shut you up. So, oh, you're welcome, Michelle. I thought about that. I was like, yeah, you've been around for a long, long time. Okay, here's Rob Reed. He's going to explain the false these DMA.
Don't do that. And so here, of the process here on YouTube. People, if you're out there and you make an opinion and you throw it out there, people are going to attack you, sometimes unfairly. And it is not correct for someone to say something wrong about you, to make claims that are incorrect about you. That's not good. It's not okay to use fair use in order to defame somebody. But in most cases with fair use, you're actually using the words of someone else in order to reveal whatever it is you want to reveal about a certain person. This person, you could draw some conclusions. You cannot use the DMCA copyright law and utilize the looseness of the process here on YouTube in order to stifle criticism of things people say about you that you don't like. There are ways you could file civil suits against people if they say something against you, but you cannot vindictively say, if you publish anything about me and I don't like it, that I'm going to strike your channel. And sorry, Charlie, don't do that. And so here we have this gentleman behind me who refers to himself online as Dolly Vision. And hopefully you'll be able to hear. If it's too loud, let me know in the comments. But good old Dolly Vision here is a guy who considers himself, as far as I can tell, I don't go to his channel, I don't know, I only know of him because he is a culprit of misusing and makes a public video shooting himself in the foot, where if about almost as rock solid as you can get, as you'll see from the content that we're about to view. So let's see what this gentleman by the name of Dolly Vision has to say.
I assure you that, if you have to get married, you ain't a kid, okay?
I don't know what he's saying now.
And I was respectful to them people. I didn't treat that kid bad. No, I'm not worried about them people. I got big plans this year. I told you guys that. Like I said, I don't have my glasses on me, and I'm on my phone. I should have probably wouldn't strike people, but the people that shared my videos and were streaming me live while I was doing my lives this weekend, and then give me my 24 hours, I'm mostly going to strike you.
All right, I'm assuming on the 24 hours, he's saying like his 24-hour warning to shut it down. Now, this is where he would be in the right, in the sense that what I would tell you not to do, to you as a YouTube producer and producer of content, if you're a YouTube user who produces critiquing content where you use clips, he'll refer to it as a clip channel, I think, and there are a lot of those. You want to be careful. You cannot. I know there's a person out there who I'm subscribed to with notorious Von Helton, where he even says, I'm sniping Von Helton's chat because I'm trying to take views away. That is illegal. That is classic DMCA stuff. So if you take Dolly's live stream or anyone else's live stream and you broadcast it on your own channel,
So again, I advise anybody that like rap, had in his title stream snipe, this is
you're doing something illegally. Unless you're commenting, you're stopping, maybe you're commenting. I certainly wouldn't use the entirety of the content. You have to be careful with that. But if you're just restreaming the stream, bad. Don't do that.
I hate to do that to y'all people, but I gave y'all fair warning. I was nice about it.
All right, well, I'm on your side there in that regard. Okay, no one should restream your stuff, sir.
no. Keep that in mind in cases like Peachy, Ghost, Nicolina, and all them that just stream snipe. You have options.
Right, and there's some
the entirety, that is. In other words, I've said this before, a good standard to go by is if you are doing something to prevent people from going to that person's channel in order to get his own viewers. i.e. sniping. Don't do it. And especially, you recognize that you're doing it when you even put like this is, I'm not going to say his name, he's in my subscriber base, nice guy. He says sniping on Helton's channel or chat. That's you're like admitting to doing it, to doing wrong. Don't do that. But let's watch where this guy takes it with clip channels who he doesn't like what they have to say.
Clip channels that got me in a bunch of videos. You ain't gonna like what's coming. Okay.
All right. Threat. All right. What are you gonna do? There is such a thing as fair use. People can use clips and comment on your content. Just like somebody could do it to this particular video.
I ain't gonna like what's coming. I was cool about it till y'all started making up shit, being dicks, and like
fine. People fabricating stuff, lying about you. You have a cause of action potentially if you're not exaggerating. And that cause of action is not a copyright.
You're gonna see how that fair use shit really works.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? The fair use defense it really does work.
I'll show you the whole code. No.
If you read the whole by that, so why don't we go to the code? 17 U.S. Code Section 107 is the code regarding fair use, and we'll read it. Notwithstanding the provisions of Section 106 and 106A, the fair use of a copyrighted work, including such use by reproduction in copies or phono records or by any other means specified by that section for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classroom use, scholarship, or research, is not an infringement of copyright. In determining whether the use made, and that's the great thing about Congress, when they made this law, they gave us a little thing that we could use as sort of a checklist. In determining whether the use made of a work in any particular case of fair use, you don't have to have everyone, and we'll see it. So we got one, the purpose and character of the use, including whether such use is of a commercial nature or is for nonprofit educational purposes. So if someone is using your material and they're making a lot of money on your material, that's a factor. So where it's most egregious is how I've already said. If somebody drives traffic to their channel because of your whole stream. Somebody restreams your stream live. You go live stream, and then somebody just takes yours because they try and snipe viewers from your stream in order to go to theirs. And for every stream they're getting, they're collecting YouTube royalties or whatever it is, or commercial money, however that works. AdSense, whatever you call it. That would be a factor in that particular case. But just because that might be a factor of a clip channel making a lot of money, that wouldn't work under fair use, because it's also the nature of the copyrighted work. And one of the factors with the nature of the copyrighted work would be the fact that you make this video and you put it out into the public, and you put out an opinion out into the public. And when you do that, you open yourself, as it says at the top, to criticism and comment. And in doing so, it's an expectation. It's the beginning of YouTube time. It is the way that it has been designed. It used to be a little bit more directed towards that. YouTube didn't care so much, I think, about that now. But that's where the direction used to be. But it still is. The most successful channels, it seems, or very successful channels now, are comment and criticism. And this particular young man's own channel depends upon his ability to take alleged criminal incidences. Usually it's like, I think he considers himself a part of the true crime community, which is a subset of critiquers who look at what's going, let's say, missing people, missing children, and they try and figure out what's going on. And in that investigation process, they're doing a lot of comment, criticism, and opinion, and oftentimes using some material that they get from news programs and doing the same thing with fair use. And let's go back to the term. The third is the amount and substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyright work as a whole. That's why I say what would really red flag a channel and make, in this case, Mr. Dolly have a solid case would be if someone used the entirety of his work such that somebody would go to the clip channel or the channel that's critiquing him and never see his content. If it drives traffic away from him, traffic that he normally would have gotten. Now, I would suspect that folks that go to critique channels, let's say channels that aren't big fans of Dolly, new video that's made about him that critiques him, they probably agree with. And it will drive the reason that they are interested in Dolly content is only to see what he says that's idiotic, like what he's about to say.
No, that's if nobody messes with you. Okay, that's if nobody pursues it.
So he says fair use only counts if no one pursues it. No, that's incorrect. Now take careful note of the shirt, which I think is sweater, and he's got like a lighter in his hand. What you're hearing out of his mouth is probably the verbal version of pot smoke.
When I hit y'all with these strikes, they're gonna stick. Okay.
So he talks about fair use, then he goes to the clip.
Y'all should have been cool too, but y'all won't. So I'm just giving y'all a fair warning. When I get to where that can.
So it depends on what that means. If you've shared his video and you've shared the entirety of his video, if you're watching this, that would be a problem. If you're sharing snippets of it, it's not a problem. If he's going to see any place where his face might appear, and it's a comment and criticism and uses clips of his material, he doesn't have a claim, and it's a
solid videos. 3 strikes, you're off YouTube. So I can tell you this: let me find 3 videos with me in it, and your ass is going off YouTube.
Boom. If you have a high volume channel, and this particular individual, he DMCAs your content. This is your exhibit A when you're trying to collect attorney's fees for fighting his alleged copyright strike, his copyright complaint. Don't be this guy. If you're not happy with the content that somebody's making about you, we got a number of options. One, consider the fact that it helps your brand, because here I am talking about this guy, Dolly. I could care less about whatever he does.
Amen.
Except for the fact that there are people that have come to my website in order to counter his vindictiveness. He's angry at people that critique him, and all he wants is private information to harass. And how do we know that? Well, out of the horse's mouth.
Better start your channel over, all that good stuff. All right, because I know many a clip channel got 3 videos of me. So when you wake up tomorrow and it says you don't have a Google account, go ahead and appeal it.
Go ahead and appeal it. Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Appeal it. Send me your information.
So there you go. Send me your information. This is where YouTube gets so ugly. And this is one of the things that really annoys me about the DMCA process, if I'm honest. Because the person who files the DMCA does not need to give you, the person who's being struck, their information. It is incredibly now you have to, that person has to give YouTube the information, and YouTube has said in their terms of service related to DMCA, and it's by law anyway, that if in a court process, if they get subpoenaed for that information of the person who filed the DMCA, then you can get it. Now, I think there's a level of unfairness there because it should go both ways. It should absolutely go both ways, and I would create counter DMCA to work the reverse way too, where you could use my office's information in order to be contacted or to receive service of process from someone who might sue you for filing false DMCAs. You see, when you do what this guy's doing, what he's admitting to doing, which is if he sees his face on any of your content and he doesn't like what you have done, he's going to just strike you and just appeal it. And when you appeal it, he wants to get your information because he doesn't have to give his information. So you don't know where he is. So he's in a safe space. And it is a horrible, horrible way to, for someone, well, it's an easy way for someone to get abused who participates in the community for purposes of, let's say, drawing attention to someone who's doing dumb things or doing anything. The person who has the clip channel, they could very easily be wrong. Who cares? They're entitled to be able to speak that way. This isn't a free speech issue on the First Amendment because YouTube is also entitled to, they can squelch your speech as much as they want because they're not a government entity. But that being said, we have individuals on here, unfortunately, who are squelching the speech of someone else, the speech that they don't like, using a system that they shouldn't use, and they're doing it illegally. And that's this guy. Let's keep watching him as you watch his threat. So he just said, I'll get your information.
Because that's what you got to do to appeal it.
Yep.
Get ready to go to court.
Get to court.
And then I'm going to make a video about that.
All right. So this is where he threatens. It's fine to get the information. Then you go to court. If he has a false claim and you go to court, he loses the claim. You have so many claims in opposition, which would all include attorney's fees for the misfiling of a copyright infringement action. I ask you to continue to remember, take note of that third little spot there. I don't think we said the fourth just yet. The amount and substantiality of the portion used of the work in relation to the copyright work as a whole. Like what I'm going to use in this particular video is going to be maybe 2 minutes of material. I don't think I'm going to watch the whole thing. The last element here is the effect of the use upon the potential market for or value of the copyrighted work. Well, this guy, I mean, whatever the value is, he has a ton of viewers, as far as I could tell. He's doing just fine. He's not being hurt economically. In fact, as he's confessed before, and what happens with these clip channels is you really draw attention to these people. So now, as I said, I know who he is. And before he was filing false DMCAs, I didn't know who he was. And now you do, if you've never heard of him before. So like in this particular instance, I'm using his clip in order to teach you, falls under the fair use. Let's go back to that real quick. You'll see somewhere. Well, my hand disappears, but in there, one of the elements there that you can use someone's work for purposes for teaching. And I'm teaching you something not to do. I'm teaching you, unfortunately, that there are people that abuse the system. And in a lot of cases, people that abuse the system here, I think people get affected by the fact that these people have audiences and then they have people supporting them in doing this illegal stuff. And that's hurtful. So I get it, but you can't, I mean, and the temptation for me would be to flag them back, but I don't do it. Because you give a guy like fodder, if he with enough subscribers, he can get enough money, out of his subscribers in order to try and sue you for doing the same thing he's doing, and you're doing it vindictively because you want to get back. Don't do that. I know that's the temptation, so be careful. Let's see if there's any last word here from this. You
can see how many people go and do it.
Well, I'm doing it right now, buddy. Mr. Supremo, weed shirt.
I hate to be that guy. See, y'all made it that way too.
If you hate to be that guy, don't be that guy. Ignore the haters, man. This is not. If you get on YouTube and you have a problem with haters, it's time to get off YouTube.
I didn't even want to do that. If our clip channels were fair and cool, I wouldn't treat y'all like that.
Fair and cool doesn't mean do stuff that you like or that agree with you all the time, sir.
I wouldn't even do it. Because I think clip channels are important.
Yeah,
when they do it equally. But when you blow and BK and the only attack is on Molly, me, Bullhorn, Betty, like that ain't a clip channel. That's a hate channel.
Well, it's still a clip channel. You could hate somebody. You could hate what they stand for and be a clip channel at the same time. In fact, what else is the use? I mean, I suppose you could have are there clip channels out there? Yeah, I imagine there are. I don't think I've ever seen one that toots the horn. Like, is there a clip channel of all the great things that Dolly says? I don't know. I bet he would like that channel.
Okay, so y'all running them hate channels? You got me in them. You getting the fuck up out of here. You run a clip channel, I got no problem with you, right? You clip something stupid I do, put it out there. I don't care. Okay, well, that's good. That would be my exhibit A. If, for instance, if you struck this channel, this particular video, I'd say, you don't care? All right. Burnt toast. How you doing? She knows what's going on. She's been a victim, maybe, of some of these people in this community. What he really means is that if you review the people he thinks you should, he's fine with it. That's right. You don't review him or his friends. That's not how it works.
It's not how it works.
But when you start fabricating things, making shit up, and it's just hate, yeah, you're getting a strike.
All right, well, here's the thing. You're fabricating a copyright strike. Don't be this guy. He says if he feels you're fabricating information, then he will fabricate. And remember that in a DMCA filing, when you file a DMCA, you have to declare under penalty of perjury. So he says, since you lied and fabricated, I'm going to lie and fabricate. That's not how it works. It's not a good idea. Don't do that. And so on that basis, bringing back fair use. So there's an understanding. See if we can go back to that screen. Let people criticize you. For one thing, it brings you attention. For one thing, it helps you to create your brand. And for another thing, it helps to prevent you from being a person who violates the law, like Dolly is admitting to here. And it's not even a matter of opinion. It is what he's doing. If he doesn't like your material, he's going to flag you, even though he doesn't have a basis to do it. He would have a basis, perhaps, with a defamation claim, but not a copyright claim. And he comes out and says, well, I'm going to lie anyway. And you're going to have to appeal it and give me your information. He says he's going to sue you. Probably not going to. Definitely going to have a hard time finding an attorney to file his lawsuit for him and prosecute it when they discover the video that he's complaining about uses, I don't know, a few minutes of his material, and let's say an hour of material, and they use like 3 minutes. The thing is, says Burnt Toast, it's his friends who are exploiting missing persons, cases, scamming, lying about people, etc., so that they are the ones who are being reviewed or clipped right now. And that's fine. You can have that opinion. You can be bothered by it. You do you, Burnt Toast. You do what you got to do. Unfortunately, the cost of doing the business that you do is you get people that can abuse the system. So that's why I'm happy to be around if I can. But unfortunately, as we've seen with some people fairly recently, it takes some time. It's very easy. As he said, he'll just sit there and flag random videos where he sees his face, and may not even do that. May just flag random videos so that you wake up in the morning and go, oh, I lost my channel. And he doesn't care. Sad that there are people like that in the community, but there you go. So that'll do it for this quick video. I hope that you won't be this particular individual. I hope that if you are someone that is being criticized on the internets here on YouTube, that you will be able to be an adult and handle it and not file false DMCA claims. Because if you continue to file these false DMCA claims, I'm happy to remain here as long as I can, as long as YouTube will allow to help people protect their private information so that they won't be bullied into being squelched. I think free speech is the thing that makes the world go around. I think it's very, very important. And I can't stand it when somebody tries to squelch it because they just don't like the content. I mean, man, there are a lot of channels that I'd like to do that too. I had as some of you know who watch this, I had an hour-long video that was done about me alleging to prove that I was, and this is no joke, a vampire. I don't think it's out there anymore, but I didn't squelch it. My pleasure, Burnt Toast. Share if you feel like, and that's it. So God bless you. I thank you for watching. I might start another chat shortly, but for now, this is a little segment on fair use. Somebody had given me a clip. Thank you for the clip. And as I watched it, and I hope as you watched it, just give you a sick feeling in your stomach. This is the same tactics that led to me starting counterdmca.com in the first place. So if you need it, if you have copyright questions, please email me. Feel free to email me and let me know if there, and I'll let you know if there's something that I can do. You can email me at robertreed@gmail.com. That's the easiest way to find me. And on that note, we will chat with you soon. Take care.
Okay, so this is Rob's website. Oh, won't post it. Here you go. So Jenna, here's the website. And we'll go look at the website. Now this is his website, and it says, don't bust your computer, file a counter DMCA. And what you do is you go clear down here and you read this. My name is Rod Reed. I'm a Los Angeles, California practicing primary civil litigation attorney. I also maintain a YouTube channel. I made a YouTube. Oh, this just tells how I got started. How does it work? You must be 18 years or older. Hire me as your DMC agent for the sole purpose of receiving service. You will be allowed to use his office for the address. You ensure me that you are filing a legitimate a legitimate fair use claim, and you own the copyrighted video. The contact you provide me is 100% correct. You agree that you're fully prepared to defend yourself in the video. You agree that I can accept service on process on your behalf. Most importantly, you consent to the jurisdiction of the federal district court. Okay. You pay $1.29 by PayPal or $29.99. For $1.29, that's if you fill out the form yourself. If you want him to fill it out so you know it's done correct, it's $29. I did the $1.29 because it's easy. Now, Jenna, I don't know how yours might work because you have to go through email, and I did mine through Studio. So I don't know, but you could call Rob Reed. I mean, you can message Rob. He's an awesome guy. He's a nice guy. He likes to help. And he said, you will get specific instructions on where and how to fill out the online counter DMCA. Once your counter DMCA is filed, YouTube has 14 working days to process your counterclaim. During this period, the DMCA filer will have to file a lawsuit against you as proof of the loss and prove that lawsuit to YouTube. Doesn't mean you have to win the lawsuit. They just have to file it and prove they filed it. In the event that this does not occur, your video is reinstated and your strike goes away. So will this work? As of today, 9/16, it should. It has been used successfully numerous times. I won 4 false strikes this way. Southern Girl gave me 2. Nicolina gave me 2. Southern Girl gave me 2 in 1 week. Nicolina waited a week and gave me 2, spaced them out where I was out a long time. And I was 4 strikes down. I could still use my channel. I just couldn't go live or post anything, but I could still comment. So I contacted Rob. So you read down here and it said, but is it worth, it said, however, there's still a risk you may lose your $1.29 or $29 and get nothing returned, but it's worth a shot and definitely worth protecting your identity from those who merely wish to harass you. Please note, the past success is not a guarantee. So after these caveats, if this sounds good to you, then head over to the sign up form. So you click this and you fill out your real name. Now this goes to Rob. This does not go to the person that filed the strike. So you put your real name, your channel name, the link to the video in question, your city, street, and address. This goes to only Rob, not to the person that filed the strike. Your email of your channel and your phone. You check I'm 18. Check all these. I understand I'm hiring. I understand YouTube requires my actual name. I understand that the law office, all this. I understand that the $1.29 or $29 is per video. This agreement does not extend beyond one video. And like I said, I use the $1.29. And the address and the email provided are absolutely correct. I have reviewed the terms of service. I'm fully prepared to defend my copyright. I agree to the service process of Robert. I'm a U.S. resident, but it also works for Canadian residents because I called him and asked him. I understand that YouTube has 14 working days to process my counter DMC claim. I understand that Rob does not guarantee results. I wish to file the DMC myself at $1.29. That's what I did. You unclick it if you want him to do it. I understand that I will be preparing in the online. That's if you want it to do it yourself. Then you sign it right here. And then when you sign that and you hit enter, it will go to his email and he will email you back directions. Now, Jenna, in your case, I would email him and talk to him, or I would just click the $29.99. And if you can't afford that, maybe we could crowdfund and get that paid for you because, it's kind of, he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. If you're talking about Rob, he's a lawyer. Here's his channel again. Let me get it right here. He also does music copyright law too. So if you have any issues with that, here's his link. Yeah, he is an attorney. And it's really simple to walk through. But like I said, I was using Studio, so it was real simple. I don't know how it does with email. But anytime someone files you a strike, you're welcome, Jenna. And it's simple. It really is. And if when you email, he'll email you right back. He really is a good guy. And he's out here for the right reason. So if you need any more help, let me know. But yeah, it really is simple. And you are covered 100% under fair use, Jenna. There, you know, she'll have 14 days to file suit against you. And if she does, then she's going to have to prove that you didn't use it in fair use, and you did use it in fair use. There's myths going around fair use that you have to talk so often. No, you don't. It's a fine line. Honestly, I didn't read terms of service in YouTube, but I've never heard that you have to drop the link and all that. I've never heard that. You just have to criticize it, comment, react to it, review to it, or use it for educational purposes. As long as you're using it like that, that's fair use. Now, like you said, if you use the whole video, it's a balancing scale, and that's why it's balanced in court, because there's 4 things. And it balances. Like, you can't use somebody's whole video and not talk. That's not fair use. If you're taken away from them, like from them getting the views, and they get money and you don't get money, that's not fair use. But if you're commenting on it, if you're reviewing and criticizing it, and you don't have to stop you don't have to stop so many minutes. It's better if you do. It furthers your case in court, but you don't have to stop so many seconds. Now, music, I don't know. Music is a totally different animal, and I don't know shit about music. But as for Southern Princess, everybody needs to stop striking everybody. Yeah, I don't think you need to drop the link. I don't think that's part of it. You just have to transform it or criticize it, comment on it. Now, you're covered more if you transform it. Like if you put up if you distort the image or give her googly eyes or don't play the video, you're covered like double fair use. If you comment and transform it, you're covered double. If you comment, transform it, and don't use all of it, well, then you're triple kind of covered. If you comment, transform it, don't use the whole thing, and don't make money, you're really covered. So Rap's going to get a new boyfriend. So, yeah. But everybody out there that's filing strikes, it's a pain in the ass. And for 6 up to sit over there and high horse and say, well, I only struck after she struck me. Bullshit. You know that. Y'all, you stop lying. So, and this is for anybody to use. And hopefully if everybody gets this out and uses it, people will stop this shit because it's ridiculous. You can't stop free speech, and you shouldn't want to. Southern girl thought she really had me because she says, oh, there's a new law and I can take you to small claims court. No, you couldn't, bitch. That's why I still have my channel. So, yeah, and now we can go back to Rappy Doodle here. For those just coming in, I guess he was at some fair, some festival. I don't know. He got his face painted all pretty. And then he fucked around and found out, and he got arrested. Him and Chillbilly. I guess Chillbilly was him. Rap and Chillbilly were terrorizing Miss Daisy, not driving Miss Daisy, but terrorizing her by putting shit in her. Driving by her house. Just doing all this ridiculous shit because he's a troll. He thought he was a troll. He was always going to be covered, and he's not. So. Stalking a Mrs. Child's booth. Yeah, I guess basically what it was, I guess. Yeah. Just a bit. We got to pop the dog. So yeah, he just a minute. Time to get down. Get down. I don't know if I have time. I got to get this dumb dog. The dog is trying. The other dog out there is in heat, and he's just losing his mind and being a pain in the ass. Can you hear him crying? Let me get him settled, and then I might come back live. Okay, guys. Thank y'all for being here. And I just got to do something with him before he drives me crazy. Talk to y'all later. Right.